Heal to feel. Let's start this journey together. She is a little girl that is very kind, and I don't want her to grow up and easily being manipulated or taken advantage of and not looked at herself in the biggest light. So from a young age, I would have her go in the mirror and say positive things about herself. So I think that's really good. I'm telling you, because at this age, my clients in hypnotherapy, I told you guys before, they cannot say, I love you to themselves. They'll start crying. They have to literally say, I would have to adjust it to say, I'm willing to start loving you. And you can try it. All of you should try it in the mirror. Yo, yo.
Hey, baby.
What's cracking?
What's crack-a-lackin'? The giggles, the Friday afternoon giggles.
On this beautiful rainy day.
So one of the things you've taught me, among many, is intuition, trusting your intuition. So I have a couple of questions for you. How do you look for signs from the universe, and how do you think the universe shows you signs? How do you ask? How do you ask the universe for signs? How do you ask for signs from the universe?
So a while ago, this is when I started becoming obsessed. A while ago, as everyone I'm sure has seen, like 111, 444, 222, you get those. So it started like that on license plates. And then I started to get cocky and I'm like, that's not going to work for me. And now I'm super cocky, but like, this is how the guides literally communicate. It's so crazy. So I'll play a game. And so now I'm obsessed with looking at license plates, like the last two numbers or the last three numbers. And what it'll do is I'll be on the freeway and there'll be two cars that end in 28. And I'm like, no, not going to look it up. You got to show me a third. And then like three more will come. And I'm like, okay. And so I'll go online and I look up angel number 28. Joanne's Sacred Scribe, she has them, but they're all the same explanation. And there's a meaning to it because like numbers are codes. And so I look it up and it's exactly what I need to hear. Like yesterday, I must have seen the number 50 like 10 times. I'm like, okay, I'll look it up. I don't even remember what it was, but it was exactly what I needed to hear. That and then gratitude helps a lot. So Andrew, I think is it Andrew Hubbard or Huberman? Huberman.
How did I know that?
Of course, Kimberly knows it.
Huberman.
He tells you go outside and stare towards the sun. Don't try that at home. But like look towards the sun and it produces serotonin. So you're supposed to do it for 3 minutes, like the minute you wake up, look towards the sunlight. So then I started doing kind of while I'm doing that, I would do gratitude and asking for signs. But for me, it's the numbers.
Okay.
And validation. Like I got it in my intuition to introduce two girlfriends of mine that both wanted to do something pretty identical and they didn't know each other. And I was like, I got to introduce them. And I took them to breakfast the other day because they're both on the same mission. Turns out they both have the same birthday and they go to the same church. And I was like, validation.
Totally. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Being a connector.
Love it.
The universe loves that.
Yeah.
And your karmic gods love that.
Oh, thanks.
So I think, and I want you to talk about this, that asking the universe for things and manifestation for yourself is linked to your self-worth. So yeah.
I would say, honestly, my self-worth has completely changed by working with Sherry Reiki, who came on our show. She really goes in and digs deep and does powerful, like physical, emotional, spiritual healing. So that's what started it for me. She was releasing a lot out of my body. And then that put me on the path of kind of recognizing, look, we're all told things when we're younger and we believe them. That's the thing. We believe what we're told. And you have to really dig deep and figure out most of the time what you were told is a lie, right? It's based on somebody else's opinion. And I think if you can go in and re-parent yourself and do the inner child work, it really, like, I always used to say, I doubt that'll work. But I actually did it, and it completely shifted relationships. It shifted what comes into your life, deserving, manifesting, attracting, whatever you want to call it. But it is down to self-worth.
The thing that Dr. Joe Dispenza said,
Yeah.
okay, so he was one of the ways that it opened the door to where I think we got our synergy was that he gave me a step by step to quiet down the beta and then turn on the theta
Mm.
so that when you're breathing more deeply and you're starting to, because a lot of people say like, how we just, it's like become this like catchphrase, like I manifested that, or let's manifest, and asking for what you want and focusing, turning down all the noise from the outside and focusing on yourself and what you want, and health and peace, and for your family and for yourself. So, where do you find yourself these days in your day having these conversations? Is it a morning thing? Is it a shower thing? What is it? Is it
Oh, yeah. Shower's good. Like you with, what were you saying? On your walks.
Mhm.
I have a gym at the house, so I've never been a girl that likes classes, which I know a lot of women love classes. I don't, because it's like my time to be on my own. I don't want to talk to anyone. I want my headphones on. I just want to go in there, do my workout, do cardio. When you're doing that, your mind is quiet. And I do get a lot of ideas. Same with the shower, because you're not distracted. But I would say that. And in the mornings,
you know what? Kimberly was asking me about
Kim,
a health hack
Kimmy.
and a beauty hack, and
Yeah.
sort of random, but also connected. I found that when I was in the shower, I reconnected with self love because I massaged, like, I took my favorite body oil, which is actually from
This
Trader
is getting
Joe's.
sexual, but anyway, keep going. And
It's a heavy, sugary scrub that has oil in it and lavender. And I would just rake it all the way up to the chubby little part of my arm that
Skinny arms.
the skinny arm. So I would be like, oh, massage that part that you think you don't like. Actually, like, love on it, get the lymphatic thing, get your fingers in there. And
I
then,
love that.
yeah. So I would actually, how a fresh manicure usually has like really supple skin because they'll put like a little cuticle oil on the end of it.
Mhm.
So with these little things in my morning shower of, no other place, I was like, wow, I just gave myself a self-love sesh
I love that.
because I didn't have to go to the spa. I just brought the spa home, and I actually felt better about the part of my body that I thought I was, like
Not loving.
yeah.
Yeah, you're talking to it. I mean, it
Yes.
is a part of yourself. I remember I saw somebody, I think I went with my mom. I was really young. We went to and my brother, it was in Santa Barbara, but some healer, of course. And I remember, the only thing I remember is he drew like a shower head, and he goes, and I was young, I think I was like 16, 17. He goes, you turn around and you let shower. He had like an accent of some sort. I don't remember where he's from. He goes, you let it hit your neck, and you talk about the things that you need to change, or like self-love. So
Yeah.
there's something about the shower. I remember that.
My mom says, God says the water has to hit the top of your head to cleanse you. I was like, all right, I'm into that. Give me an
Conversations
excuse to
with Vita.
Yeah.
I like it. She's probably got some really good, like, below all like the anger, there's probably great stuff we can learn from her. We should bring her on.
Vita-isms. Okay, let's get her on
Vita
here.
will be coming soon.
We could do like dating with Vita, dating tips with her. She could be
We will come up with the greatest question.
wait, is Vita open to dating?
I think she's very
Oh my
open
God,
to
we should put her on the
companionship.
Bachelorette, the Golden
The
Bachelor.
Golden Bachelor.
Yeah. She could, so she would love someone to have lunch with. She would love like the companionship. She would love to be wined and dined.
That's all
and-
she needs. Just
Yeah.
some little bit
Wait,
of love.
she's down. If anyone wants to be MJ's father-in-law,
Stepdad.
We are
Sorry,
she's
stepdad.
taking applications now.
That sounds kind of rich. Vita is not going to be a cheap date, let me tell you.
Yes, honey. Queen.
Your bank account's got to be high.
It does. My heels, his bank account, and Vita will be happy she could talk to somebody about all the movies, the blockbuster movie.
Okay, does he have to be Persian?
No, she is like, we are not binding ourselves to any particular.
Tommy turned over a new leaf in the Javid household.
For sure.
Yeah.
And he not only does he not have to be Persian, but he can speak any language, look like, like she's down. Although her crush is young Leonardo, because current Leonardo too old for her.
No.
Oh, so
young
she-
Leonardo is
so-
gorge.
Yes, he is. So what is her ideal age range for folks that might want to, send you a potential?
Jude Law from Match Point. Is that a movie? That one?
Match point.
Something like that. Wherever the video where they were in Venice and there was a murder. Come on,
I
guys.
don't remember.
Come
I'm not
on.
good with movies. That's really funny.
Yeah, young Jude Law.
I think we should definitely bring her on the pod. And we should find a husband for her. And then we can also do one where we can have like an MJ Vita kind of healing session.
Okay.
We just got to pick from our pool of healers.
Who do you think?
Who do you think because for her, it's going to be like, I don't give a
Sherry.
shit what's coming out.
Shinka.
Shinka's
sweet.
That's it. And like your dad might come through. She can speak Farsi to
yeah.
her. Oh, Shinka.
Well, they both can speak Farsi to her.
All right. We should do that.
Shinka's got her back.
Sherry will be too harsh. Shore.
She can handle that too. She loves a stern, strong, straight shooter.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
We will.
Okay. So setting intentions, setting clear intentions. I have a little note here to what is your most recent thing that you've talked to the gods about?
What is the latest thing?
Her new diamond ring.
Oh,
man.
Lord.
Just kidding.
I think the last thing that I talked about was manifesting the podcast. It's really right now, actually, they're saying that it's before it used to be so hard to manifest. The times we're in, like the earth is changing, frequencies, whatever. But it used to be to manifest, you'd have to live it and breathe it and write it down and look in the mirror. Now they're saying it's like very, very quick and I'm seeing it with my friends because I feel like part of my mission, as all my girlfriends are like my family, I want to, like, they're all so capable of these amazing things. So I've been having conversations with them because a lot of them are so busy with everyday life and mom and everything. Like my one girlfriend, in COVID started making little gardens and like really getting into gardening and like creating her own food.
And that sounds like a passion
project. And
project.
so we were just talking the other day. I'm like, Maya, what is it you want to do? She's like, I don't know. And I was like, and then she's like, wait, I love like the gardening. I'm like, start a gardening business. Like, she's like, yeah, everyone DM me saying I'm like, I'll be your first client. Like, make me those beds. I know so many people that want to grow their own stuff that don't know how.
I would totally do that.
Yeah, there's my other girlfriend that I told you that met up. She's like, I want to help women. And then my other friend did it. So I put them together and they're going to do something at the church. So it's just, and it's happening so quick. Like the minute you declare it, someone or something will happen instantly. It's crazy, which is what happened with me and you.
It does. I think that's one of the cool things. So the other day I'm trying to get out of my head because I feel like I've got all these good things. My main thing too is us and this mission to make people stop with the hamster wheel and like repeating a pattern and like breaking
And running away.
Yeah, running away, numbing, and like setting new cycles and new patterns. And like, it's such a beautiful thing. So for me, the challenge is just to do such a good job at it. Like, that's kind of like where I'm like, how can you do this so well? How can you do it well and keep it, going? So, for me, it's definitely the same. It's like, this is our thing.
It's being authentic. And then a lot of people, especially, have followed you and what you've been through, and seeing you make the transformation and seeing you have these aha moments is amazing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So for our kids, just like we have mantras that we set for ourselves, what is a mantra that you would give for, well, they're going to be, the one for Hannah is going to be different, obviously,
Yeah.
than for Austin, but
Yeah.
what are mantras? And I'll start with an example so that so every night Tommy does his gratefuls with Shams.
Aw.
So it's like, what are you grateful for? So anything from the day, they have their rose and their thorn. And then he'll say, if you want to do something, when is the best time to do it? He's like, now.
Oh, I
And so-
love that.
Yeah. So it's like this, don't
That's
procrastinate.
so cute.
Yeah. So I was thinking about the 5-second rule with I'm sorry, she's not a doctor, with Mel Robbins.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about the 5-second rule, which is a book I think we were supposed to read this year. I think you and I even talked about it.
I don't know, but I just got the Let Them book. I
The
read.
Let Them.
Let Them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 5-second rule is in that book, I think, where she's saying, for my thing that it's been really impactful is not procrastinating. Procrastination is underestimating your ability to do something that in your mind is challenging.
It's also a trauma response.
It's a trauma
Yeah.
response. It's a form of anxiety.
Yeah.
And so Tommy says to Shams, when's the best thing to do something? He's like, now.
I
And
love
so,
that.
yeah.
That's so cute.
So
Coming
cute.
from a life of being imprisoned by anxiety, and it definitely showed itself in procrastination. And then that moment where I'm like, I still have them this week. Like, I'm like, this is going to hurt. I'm like, all right, open up the laptop and find that URL and get down to the nitty gritty, get it done. And I'm
Mhm.
like, this is hard. This is hard. And then as I make the progress of like typing and getting
Yeah.
it in, like, it wasn't that hard.
So I remember one of the classes Joe Tab and I took in hypnotherapy, because they would work on people with procrastination and how they would do it. Let's say you had to clean out the whole garage. So he would, and it would like anxious, procrastinating. So they would say like, go to your garage today and just pull out one box and then you're done. And so each day it was like tiny task. And then what would happen is they'd pull out the box and they'd do a lot more because there wasn't pressure. It was like, all I have to do is pull this box out and then I can go back inside. And sometimes they would do it and sometimes they'd end up doing the whole garage. But I think the thought is what freezes you.
So true, because there's
Okay, I have a question for you, MJ. I think, well, actually, this is going to probably apply to both of you, and it's kind of along the same lines. So, one thing that, me having a podcast network and being a producer and things like that, launching podcasts, something that I see all the time, and I know for folks listening, there's so many people out there that are going to resonate with this, which is fear of being in front of the camera. And specifically, what I've noticed is in the last, I don't know, maybe 5 or so years, obviously video has become so important. We all know about influencing, all of the things. So many people out there want to create a brand, a business, something like that. But what I hear all the time, this literally happened. This is a perfect example. This literally happened. I'm at the Super Bowl. I'm interviewing one of the Eagles players. And I said to him,
sounds hot.
They're like 22, by the way.
Yeah. I don't like jail.
I mean, these days women don't care.
I mean, whatever you like. But anyway, but I asked, have you ever considered a podcast? And one of the Eagles players was like, oh no, I'm more of a behind the scenes person. And I literally died laughing because
Yeah.
I'm like, you're
You're
about
on
to step out
international-
on the world's largest stage in like literally 2 days or something. And you're telling me this. So if someone like that has these fears, you can imagine how a normal person would have these fears. Now, Liat, you have boldly and bravely stepped out for this podcast. And MJ, you have been doing this for I don't even know how many years.
Yeah, 10 at least.
So I guess for people out there, and this goes back to the manifestation and being stuck in your, being in your own way and not taking action and all of those things, what I see is once you just rip off the Band-Aid, you gain momentum and more confidence eventually. But I'd love to hear from both of you. How do you overcome those fears, or how do you get comfortable in front of like either a camera or just putting yourself out there in general to the point where not to like exploit yourself, but just to like be able to like sell what you're selling or raise awareness or whatever it is that you're trying to, whatever impact you're trying to make in the world.
I definitely stood in my own way by overthinking. That's my biggest enemy. And I
I don't
realized,
see that with you.
thank God.
Yeah.
But it is, because what I will do is I make something so elaborate in my head that it really cock blocks me from starting the first step. And
Yeah.
then, so somehow, and I know I'm going to sound crazy, but I learned this from all of the various sessions of sticking my, toe in the water, because maybe Tommy would point it out. He would be, maybe, I don't know where this tipping point was where I was like, just do it. Like, the humanity in this is, I'm not inventing this. The person that talked about the slogan, the Nike slogan, just do it, said the word just was the key,
Mm.
because it gave you that little inside voice to tell you to just go for it.
Like push.
Yeah. So Gary Vee says that the majority of people overthink
Yep.
and it stands in the way of them wanting to do it, or they're worried about what they look like. He's like, trust me, nobody gives a shit about you.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
do your thing. And if you can just get past your own thing and just do it without worrying about what people are going to do and say. And then I'm like, oh yeah, because my brain thing, whether it's ADD, ADHD, or whatever anxiety it is, I think that I need to create this ginormous operation, whereas like it's all just tiny little steps.
Well, you don't come across like you're nervous or you care what people think. I'm telling you how it comes across. Would you agree?
1,000%.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You seem really unbothered, and I admire that vibe.
I will say Joe Tab brought this up, but he was saying it can also be like a moment where you were center stage or where the spotlight was on you in some sort of way, and it was a bad reaction.
Mhm.
And from then on, you make a story.
Right.
You create a story.
Right.
For me, I think I was always more shy. I never liked to be the center of attention. And you guys even remember when I was like, no, let's just wait till like the new year. And you guys were like, you're
No.
just treading water. And you guys pushed me and I needed that.
Oh,
I needed
MJ,
that.
you remember you were like, it feels like you're stalling. Remember?
I said
Because it
something.
was
Something like that.
You did
There was
say that.
something.
And it wasn't necessarily I was conscious of stalling. It was more so, no, we got to make sure everything's perfect before we start. And that's what we talked about. Like nothing is going to be. And I'm so thankful you guys pushed me because the show has even evolved since then and
For
we've
sure.
changed things. And no one, even with Darman that, is come on the show, you'll see like he's literally didn't know that he was going to end up doing videos inspired towards children. It happened organically. So just take the first step. You don't know where it's going to lead you.
That is
Yeah.
so important. I think most
Yeah.
people are just so stuck in their fear, and they also suppress. Like I had this awakening during COVID in the silence, but I think a lot of people out there suppress their true deepest desires because they feel that they don't deserve it or they don't have the confidence, and they deny their true dreams. And if you can't even entertain your own dreams and visualize them, which is a great, maybe like when you're walking, to your point, MJ, listening.
She's laughing.
Yeah, no, doing your walks
Of
and like
course.
really starting to like dream like
And
crazy.
your scrub showers.
And your sensuous scrub showers.
Scrub that upper arm fat.
But it is
Yes,
important.
queen.
And a lot of people, especially now, people think, oh, I'm such a big, bad, person that I'm going to sit behind a keyboard and write talks trash. It's like, just don't say anything at all. But we're living in that era. People are so afraid of being judged and looked at wrong. And, people write anything they want just to tear apart people. They don't care. They're never going to be seen. So
Right.
that's another thing I think that
I love that. Our mantra should be don't care. Like, what were you just saying? Don't care. Don't suppress what you want. Say it with your chest.
Basically, don't suppress your deepest desires of who you truly want to be.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason. And I always say this, like, think of it this way. If there's something that you're either jealous of somebody else about, or you feel like If you have an itch, scratch it. That's what I say. And if you have a desire to do something and you're making excuses, there's a reason why you have this image of your mind of something that you are dreaming of. It's because you are capable of it. Every single great invention started in someone's mind.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
Well, they
thing.
say it's already out in the universe. You're just tapping into it. And if you don't do it, it's going to go to someone else.
So
And they
just do
will
it.
tap into it.
Yeah.
I've learned from my husband. That's what I've learned. He's just like just go do it. I mean, that's how this podcast came about. I was like, I was thinking. And the next thing you know, the equipment's in my house the next day. And I was like, wait, what? But it's true that it is an entrepreneurial mindset. Like when Dar was speaking, very similar to how my husband operates, and they're both successful entrepreneurs. And literally it's not that anyone's smarter. It's like they just have the confidence
to execute.
and they just do it. They don't think.
Yeah.
Like my husband never sits and like, should I, shouldn't I, may. It's just like, do it. Just do it.
Yeah,
And it
like-
always works out for him.
Dar man, I loved when he said that he literally went to Best Buy and like just started asking questions about the equipment.
Yeah.
He now has 60 billion downloads. Are you freaking kidding me? And so I think some of us also, not only do we suppress it, but we also are perfectionists. I think a lot of us, right?
Yeah.
So we're afraid to fail, but
Yeah.
you have to fail and you tweak as you go. Talk to any entrepreneur. They take bold risks unapologetically. They don't care if they look stupid and they just adjust.
Do you
Yeah,
guys want to
that's-
know something crazy that I also learned in hypnotherapy?
Yeah.
That fear of success is more than fear of failure for people subconsciously.
How do we get rid of that?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Fear of it's a lot of responsibility. Success is a lot of responsibility, a lot of eyeballs. You're taking care of a lot of people. It comes with a lot of attachments where a lot of people are just comfortable where they are. And that's fine. But fear of success is a big one.
Because you could just not be in charge of so much or not be
Right.
responsible for so
Some
much.
lazy.
people want to go to their 9 to 5 and come home and not think about it till they have to go back to work the next day. And that's okay too. They want to just live a very,
Yeah,
know.
you have to make a decision if you're going to actually put in the hard work and do something different and make your dreams happen. Like it is hard work.
Well, because it
Really
never goes
hard
away.
work.
You're always working, right?
Mhm.
Or you're always thinking.
Also, it's okay to make a mistake.
Yeah.
And we were all talking about this when Jeff was here. No one has to be perfect. You could make a mistake, but you're trying.
Right.
I'd rather try than be too scared to try and not make mistakes and not fall on my face. Who cares if we do?
Well, that's why people that get, like, I'd love to talk to Teddy Mellencamp about it, because people that get a scare or a near death or like even just watching her now, she just seems so much more authentic.
Yeah.
It's just like, F the world. I don't care what you think of me. I was on like deathbed, they come back much more authentic. And sometimes
and
it's like a
not so
shakeup.
afraid. Like when my
Yeah.
mom died in my arms in October, which was 6 months ago or not even, whatever it was, my best friend, my soulmate, fear left my body. And I am not kidding you. I mean that in a very real, practical, like tangible, sense. Like I don't care anymore. I will take the biggest, boldest risks and put myself out there. And we just closed a lease on a studio. And ever since I decided to stop being afraid when it left my body, because I realized, oh my God, this actually ends and it's not fluffy. Like it actually ends. I swear my company has exploded, and my success and the people of the level of people that I've been surrounded by, they're, because you kind of attract people energetically, right? And that's why I know you guys are, I think why we have such a great team here is because we're all really elevated, trying really hard. Not that we're perfect, but fuck it. Just
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. Congratulations. I'm clapping for you.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I
saw
didn't mean to make this about
I
me.
saw the spot, but it's good. I love it.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
so
it.
You guys
cool.
are going to come to my studio anyway, so that's a different story. Okay, I have a question. Are you done with your manifestation questions, or did you have some more? Because I want to get into some celeb
I think
gossip.
that's good.
Yeah, I think we got it.
We got the deep stuff out.
We got it all.
Okay.
I can tear this up
Okay.
I will
queen.
say one last thing. The only thing I did do with Hannah, I think I mentioned it from when she was little, because she is a little girl that is very kind, and I don't want her to grow up and easily being manipulated or taken advantage of and not looked at herself in the biggest light. So from a young age, I would have her go in the mirror and say positive things about herself.
Oh, I
So
like
I
that
think that's really good. I'm telling you, because at this age, my clients in hypnotherapy, I told you guys before, they cannot say, I love you to themselves. They'll start crying. They have to literally say, I would have to adjust it to say, I'm willing to start loving you.
Oh my goodness.
And
so
you can
sad.
try it. All of you should try it in the mirror.
Oh, I have. I
And
look at
see if you
myself
can-
and I say, I love you, bitch.
I love you, bitch.
You're a fucking queen.
And the way you speak, like when I was in that tennis match, anytime I would knock it into the net or make a mistake, my first reflex would be like, you effing moron. How could you do that? You're an idiot. You're not going to win this. And I would catch myself and I'd be like, no. Because like our girl Karen, our coach, shout out Karen. She's
Shout
a
out
big
Karen.
fan. We love you,
Yeah,
Karen.
love you, Karen shit.
She would tell me, you're a fighter. So then I started using that. I'm like, you can still win. Like, you're a fighter. You're a fighter. And I would catch myself and then I would win the point. So be very careful the way you speak to yourself, because your subconscious will believe it.
Right. Oh my goodness. That's such a
Love
big
that.
one.
Catch yourself.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. All right, go into it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Give us some
Okay.
like juicy celeb gossip tea. Do you have anything like off the top of your head?
You've had. So is the gossip is right now the Craig and Paige stuff? Are we basically here to give her?
I'm a big Summer House
okay.
Southern Charm
wait.
fan.
When we talk about these things, can you make sure you do a quick recap for those of us that might not have seen any of it?
Summer House current season, also Southern Charm current season. We've been following Craig and Paige for a long time because they are from two Bravo shows and they met about 2.5 years ago.
It was like the king and queen got together.
yes, in a very, very like prince and princess, because they aren't that old to be king and queen, right? I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
So they broke up, and what's the goss?
Well, there's different conflicting views of what happened and why. And I personally, despite all the bullshit, Paige lives in New York, Craig lives in Charleston, very different lifestyles. Craig's ready to settle down, have kids, live that slow life. Paige, her career, boom. She has a very successful podcast called Giggly Squad. It's like one of the biggest podcasts now. Her and her friend Hannah.
Hannah Berner.
And so her career started exploding, and she was like, I don't want to leave New York, but my career. And he's like, but I want you there. Anyway, I call bullshit on all of it. I just don't think she was in love with him. Like, because my theory is, I don't care if you're in Italy and you're in across the whole universe from Italy, right? If you're in LA and they live in Italy, if you are in love, you breathe, eat, live that person. You won't be able to quit. You will find a way, because nothing really happened. You will find a way to make it work together. I call bullshit on the excuses. Maybe there was more to it of why she wasn't in love with him, but at least from what I view, I know when a girl's in love with someone, you can tell. It just didn't feel like it. Maybe she was in the beginning, but that's my take.
Wait, what was her excuse? Or her reason?
Okay, no excuses. I'm with you about this. This is a breakup, which, in my opinion, should happen. She's barely 31 years old, and her career trajectory is huge. She has enough self-confidence and self-worth to know that she isn't ready to settle down, and she isn't going to fall for it. What most I love about her is that she has a really strong, supportive mom. And she's said really cool things about how much love and support she gets from her mom as a support system, so that she doesn't have to chase the thing that the other guy wants, that the guy wants. She knows herself well enough to say, I can wait 10 years and have kids.
I still think if it was the right guy, she would be
Yes.
goo goo gaga and want to do that and be like, I will figure out my podcast. If I have to travel right now, let's get married. I want to be with you nonstop. I will still go travel. You do your thing. We'll have kids in a couple of years. It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
I think that she definitely, like when I was 31 years old, I was serial monogamous. I wanted to have a relationship that would last 2 years, maybe 3, but when we were done, I was like, thank you very much for your services. It was a great experience. We took great trips. We gave each other beautiful love and support.
What did Scary Sherry tell you?
I don't remember which one.
Your heart not open. Okay, that's because you never really probably allowed your boyfriends to really get inside your heart.
Right. So I enjoyed
so
the
it's transactional
relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
So Paige, I don't believe really let Craig in a way that is a soul connection where you're like, I can't live without this person. I will do whatever it takes. I'm just saying. I
can see that the relationship wasn't supposed to be a long-term relationship.
Right,
it wasn't a forever guy.
Right. Exactly. The men,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Even with men, how many men are like, nah, I don't want to be on lockdown, and then they find this girl that they can't quit. And they're like, I'm goo goo gaga for her. Like, what's his name on Southern Hospitality? Joe Bradley. I mean, he is like a puppy dog for that girl. What's her name? Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you watch it.
Not yet.
But he is like, I mean, he will do anything. He will travel with her, and he's a good looking guy. He's the one that
brunette
said hooked up with Luann.
The dark haired guy.
Yeah.
He's good looking. He wore brown at their reunion.
Yeah, and he was dating the girl from Summer House for a minute. What's her name? Danielle.
Oliveira.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, wait. So in defense of the guy, in this case, Craig.
Yeah.
Guess what, Craig? Don't be with somebody that isn't head over heels in love
100%.
with you. Go and find somebody that wants nothing more in life than to wake up and sew pillows with you and be in Charleston.
And by the way, I don't know if you guys caught last week's Southern Charm episode.
Oh,
Shep. This guy Shep, he's a serial like date or whatever, and he falls head over heels with this girl, Sienna, who's like the
20
queen of Bahamas, the
also
beauty pageant.
half his age.
Okay, but first of all, he's never been like that. He's like he makes the whole cast
Keep doing what you were just doing.
He makes the whole cast go to the Bahamas to say that, to tell himself that he's in a relationship with this girl, and this girl wants nothing to do with him. The way it triggered Craig was not normal. Austin was getting very upset about it. He's like, you're being so mean. But I think what was happening was it was triggering the situation that Craig was in. Because he's like, she doesn't even like you. Like, what's wrong? Why would you be with someone like, and I think deep down if the person you're with doesn't like you.
Right.
And he was trying to force Paige. And I think that Shep situation completely triggered him.
So true. I never even realized that.
Yeah. I was like, why is he getting so angry about it?
Activated.
Oh, he blamed it. Well, we had to watch you last night. I'm like, no, bro. You're like upset that Paige is doing the same thing to you.
Shep got cooked. His ego is
that was also karma from all especially the last one, Taylor.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
And I think it was true. It was a mirror for Craig to what he was in. And it was hopefully a good aha moment, cathartic. And then he could go home and they could do the right thing. Because once you hit that dead wall of your relationship where you're stagnant and you're not going to keep going forward, then you really shouldn't be together.
Also think maybe some of the detriment, we don't know behind the scenes, but Craig does seem like he gets angry pretty quick. And in the beginning of their relationship, he would drink a lot, act kind of like a full-on summer house. And I think that probably wasn't very attractive to Paige. And I'm sure there were a lot of those incidents that kind of built up. We don't know why, but I can just tell you as a viewer, at least, it just didn't seem like she was into him anymore.
I also love what she said about, she was like, believe me, I am as surprised as you are about her success. You can succeed. You can sleep in and drink and party and do whatever until you have a reason to wake up, until you have a crowd of 2,000 people who just bought tickets and got outfits and, saved their paycheck so that they can come and have a live show, which, by the way, we should do. I
was just going to say that. That's definitely going to be in our future.
We will. We'll have like a panel of all our cool healers that come with us, and people can ask questions. They could do like a live
reading,
little session. Yeah, we'll put that together.
So when you're out there staying up late, doing your thing, you don't have anything to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. It's like, then she did. And then she was passionate about her fashion, her pod, and all of the things. And it's frankly, it's a beautiful thing to watch. She's a rose in bloom.
Yeah, listen, I'm proud of her and good for her for not. Look, a lot of people, it's the easy thing. We've been together 3-4 years. We're both on Bravo. You're handsome. I'm pretty. Like, we'll make it work. Yeah, I've already come this far. I may as well marry him. Good for her.
Absolutely.
It
I have
takes
a
guts.
question for MJ. Working at the agency, do you interact with Mauricio Umansky?
About every Tuesday, to be exact.
How? You have a team meeting, or how does that
Yeah,
work?
we
Give
do.
us the behind the scenes.
Oh my God. He's so hot that
Yes, keep telling us.
every time I see him, I'm like he'll be close to me and he'll try to say something that I asked him.
And
I'm
you don't
like,
hear?
I'm like, I've literally said this out loud to him. I'm like, I just can't do it. I can't talk to you. I can't focus on anything you're saying. Your words mean nothing.
Wait, so how do
He's
you
a
see
handsome
him?
man.
Like, how do you see him? Like, does he come to
like
the
this.
Calabasas? Does he come to the Calabasas office? Are you guys
No.
going to Beverly Hills? Is this
She
a
puts
Zoom?
out her chest. What would you guys say?
Walk us through the experience of being, at the agency and like hanging out with Mauricio every Tuesday. So everybody,
I go to the Beverly Hills office and it's after Caravan, the broker's day to preview property. And we have a powwow and he's just
hot.
intimidatingly good looking. If he wasn't, like, there's nobody else that does that, by the way. Sorry,
I think
Tommy.
he lost a lot of weight.
He's very fit. Very fit.
Why do men do that? It's like they break up and then they get in shape.
Because they need an outlet.
It's
So did she, though. So did
No, I mean, I
'Cause they're
think
looking for
everyone does
another
that. I think
woman.
women do it too, but yeah.
So wait,
Is-
back to the team meeting. So how many people are in the meeting? How intimate is this?
Well, so it was raining on Tuesday, so it was pretty small. I would say like 10, 20
Are
people.
him and Kyle back together?
They're not.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Is she in a relationship with what's her name?
I don't think they recovered from that, her denying that they were together last year.
So they're not together.
I don't see it.
We don't know.
They're totally together. That's I'm putting
I hope so.
$1,000 on it.
I think that's what she wants.
You guys, did you see the behind the scenes of Teddy, which was so heartbreaking, the whole story? But one thing I did catch was that Kyle and Morgan were both there at her bedside. I'm just
They
saying.
should be.
Absolutely. But I'm just saying they were together in intimate moments.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I would definitely hope that they are together. And I just don't know.
Okay.
I see Mauricio. I don't see Kyle.
Okay. Thank you for answering. And are his girls still part of the business? And do you see them and all of that? Or is it just for TV?
Well, it depends on which one. 2 of them are really realtors.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them was too young, I think. She's got other things to do right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Liat, ask more behind the scenes. How about Andy Cohen behind the scenes?
Alexia is a real realtor, and so is Farah.
Who are your friends from the Housewives? Beverly Hills or OC, obviously local, unless.
Emily Simpson is the first person who came to mind.
She's cool. And her husband, I used to not like on the show the way they edited him, but since they've been on Jeff Lewis, I actually find them so
we should
funny.
Bring them on.
You really can't do a podcast anymore these days on Bravo.
They're not allowed.
What?
It's so much trouble. The only podcast that I'm allowed to do is this Until the Dirt.
Wait, you can't do Jeff? Oh, it's not a podcast.
Correct. It's a carve out. We just talked about.
Wait, sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
I was just going to ask, do you mean you can't even be a guest on other podcasts?
That's right.
Wow. That's breaking news.
So much
No,
happens.
but Jeff has a lot of the Housewives on, or is that changing?
You have to ask permission. You have to get specific 1-by-1 permission for each thing. And if not, you can get fined.
Wow.
What?
And a Bravo PR person comes with them to Jeff.
Yeah, they'll have when he talks about the sheriff,
The Bravo Marshal, they'll call him out. He's like, be careful, the Bravo Marshal's
Wait, do you have someone come with you when you see Jeff?
No, because
She's not on Bravo.
Oh, right. You're retired from Bravo. Sorry. I guess,
Just a rumor.
And no, in my mind, I think once a Bravo celebrity, always a Bravo. It's almost like, to me, I feel like it's the mafia.
They
right?
did.
It's like you never get out.
They
Who would've
did.
thought?
Yes, it is. They did have a ban on me being on for a long time
Oh,
with
okay.
Jeff, and then finally,
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
Well, Andy also said he's like, we want you to build your show without Bravo guests. The thing about seeing another Bravo Lab is that once you see each other in person, it's like you already know. So if you're cool, like Dolores Catania or Madison LaCroix,
It's like a family.
yeah, like Levi told her that we're gonna come.
My dream is to go to Charleston and just experience. I want to go eat at the restaurants. I want to go on a little horse and carriage.
wait, I want to do it too.
Yeah, we're gonna do a trip
Let's
to
go.
Charleston.
She's so ready for us.
I'm in. Like, let's do it.
Yeah. So basically, once you're part of the Bravo family, you can reach out to anybody and we're good. Like, that's
It's
why
like a family.
I
Yeah.
texted Carl and he answered right away. And next time he's in LA, we're
gonna have
welcome
Carl
him here.
Radke.
Whoop, whoop.
We want to have him on, maybe with Shinka.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
so that'll be
Okay.
great.
Any more breaking news gossip? Thank you for those behind the scenes.
What
What's
about the
happening?
Dorit Tracy Tudor drama?
Oh, what's that drama?
I think Chris Dylan X said something today, but I didn't.
Wait,
watch
what's that
it.
drama?
Okay. Tracy Tudor comes on the radio and says that Dorit spoke poorly of Tracy, and Tracy therefore blew her up and said, well, you don't pay your bills. You don't pay your artists. You don't pay your glam or your stylists. So she's, Dorit is not paying the people that dress her and glam her. So one of them is Chris Dylan X, which they both share. And Chris Dylan X took to his Instagram to share that he had to practically beg to get paid for 3 months worth of work.
Ooh. So, I ran into her at the Four Seasons
Who?
Dorit?
Dorit.
Was
We were like
she
in the
rude?
spa. No, I didn't realize it was her. She was short. She had no makeup on. I mean, not super short, but like I'm tall, but it was just
Yeah,
not what
she's
I was
not-
expecting to see. It was like 2 days before one of the reunions. She had no makeup. She was like going in and out of the sauna or something. And I didn't engage with her or like stare at her. I just was like, oh, that's really random to see Dorit Kemsley at the Four Seasons Westlake.
Oh, the Westlake one.
Yeah.
I have a question. Do you
Oh.
think once you do a reality show, especially Housewives, you're pretty much doomed for divorce?
No, I think that what's the name of the one who Frasier, what's his real name? Frasier, the guy that had the show for a really Kelsey Grammer.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
I think that there are people like Kelsey Grammer
let's stay out of it.
who know that it would be a great opportunity for their wives who they already think they're going to divorce.
Oh.
So Camille Grammer, famously, the story was that he was in New York working on a project. He had a full-fledged affair, but because she started Housewives of Beverly Hills, it was like a go ahead, do this thing because I'm already over here doing this thing.
I think that can be true for some, and I think others.
Yolanda Foster and David Foster as well.
But those
Another
are
solid
already.
example.
He's already a celebrity. I'm talking about the everyday couple that all of a sudden is on TV. I think it can get messy. I think things get blown out. Then there's fame and there's money, and it's just a recipe for disaster. Even some of the strong couples, you don't see it coming.
I fully agree with you, especially with PK and Dorit.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, because I do fully, and I've met PK when I've been out with Mauricio. He's such a warm guy, and I believe him when he says that the Housewives of Beverly Hills really got to Dorit, and that definitely ended their marriage
Mhm.
because she no longer became available to be the person she was to him, for his as a wife, or really as a mom, or whatever it was that changed for them. So that really hit. But then there's people like Melissa Gorga, Joey Gorga. They're never gonna let anything on television get to them.
I don't watch that series, but I've heard her on
Jersey.
Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Kyle and Mauricio? I mean, more so, I think. Yeah. I mean, money and fame.
No, I think that they were married for like 28 to 30 years and that it finally ran its course. I think that's different. They raised and built a beautiful empire, a beautiful family with, great friends. And then I think that what happens after 30 years is potentially the end of a cycle.
Interesting. It's always sad though, those ones that you build together.
I agree.
But whatever they decide to do.
A lot of the housewives aren't married.
Huh?
A lot of the housewives aren't married.
I know.
Like no one on the New York is.
Yeah.
The OG one.
Yeah. The new New York, we'll see where those end up.
Yeah.
That'll be the test run, right?
Well, I don't like seeing, like, for instance, with the new New York and Jessel and Pavitt.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing women tear away at a marriage,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was really gut-wrenching to see that Brynn decided to make fun of the, intention of some story that Jessel was telling.
But Bryn's a whole nother case. Brynn has, that's who should come on our show. We should get the whole panel.
Is Jeff gonna be okay with that?
The entire panel. We can even have Jeff here in the corner.
Oh my goodness. Squash
we'll have
that
Shinka,
beef.
Sherry, Joe, Lisa.
The whole team. But you're on a vacation. Your guard should be down. You want to make good TV. You want to have connecting with women moments, and you want to share a funny or a cute anecdote about your life before you were married. And then boom, this bitch wants to come in and use it against you and tell you that with words, this is how damaging words can be on TV. I'll just say that was your fantasy or whatever it was. And now we're going to splash it all over TV and your husband's going to have to listen to those lies that were told. Yeah. That was so uncool and not here for that.
Yeah. We need to bring, Brynn needs some healing to feeling. But on that note, everybody, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We will be back with more fun gossip, but hopefully more health and wellness tips too. We had to throw a little fun in there.
That's right.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in and listening to this week's episode of Heal to Feel. You can write in and ask your questions on our show's IG page at H2F Pod, and we'll address your questions on next week's episode. If this episode helped you, we would love for you to share it with your friends and family. Share the fun with all those that can benefit from a good laugh or cry with us. Please rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and we would greatly appreciate you.